now we're going to answer question number 8, part A of October-November 2014, paper 4, variant 3. And the first part of this question is asking us to find the midpoint of the line that joins, the straight line that joins the points -1, -4, and 3/8. Now this is a pretty simple procedure, but to save those people who just memorize, just to make you realize what's going on, making a little sketch is always useful, although I wouldn't advise you to do an exam, just for the purposes of you to understand what's happening. We have -1, -4, which is, it's not accurate, somewhere over there. And we have 3/8. Well, of course, it's a bit higher than that, but I'm not going to make it that accurate, just so that we can understand what's going on. So let's say 3/8 is about here. Okay, so you have these 2 points, which we join together with a straight line. Okay, that is the line that goes through these 2 points. So I'll just draw the line segment. I'll just draw the line segment as it is here. So, okay. Now, what we're trying to do here is to find the midpoint between these 2 points. Same old problem. Let me just plug in the old battery. There we go. There we are. Battery plugged in. Okay, so now the midpoint between these 2 points is like the average between the x values and the y values. So it's going to be like halfway between these 2, okay, and halfway between these 2. Okay, so if we take the x coordinates and we add them together and divide by 2, that will give me the x coordinates of the midpoint. And if I take the y coordinates and add them together and divide by 2, that will give me the midpoint of the y coordinates. So you've got -1 plus 3, which is 2, divided by 2, which is 1. You have -4 plus 8, which is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So there we have the midpoint, exactly halfway between the 2 points. Find the equation of this line. Give you answers, or give you answer in the form y equals mx plus c. They kind of helped us out here by giving us the general equation of the straight line. Now, to find the equation of a straight line, we need 2 things. We need to have the gradient of the line, and we need to know any point on the line. It doesn't have to be a y-intercept to begin with. We can use any point on the line that we want. Now, for the gradient, well, we'll go through that in a minute, how to find the gradient. But for the point on the line, we actually have 3 points that we can choose from. We've got the point that's been given, the 2 points that were given, and we've also got the midpoint. Of course, a straight line passes through all of those. I wouldn't advise you to use the midpoint that we calculated in case we made some silly mistake somewhere, in which case we'll get the wrong answer. And as we had a choice between using what's given and what's calculated, we probably wouldn't get the follow-through error for using this wrong answer. So I would advise strongly that you use one of the 2 points that were given, and I personally would stick with the one which is both positive, just to make life a bit easier, that's all. Okay, either one of those points used would give us the same answer if we did everything correct. Now, we got y equals mx plus c. We know that, well, we've got to find what m is. Now, m is the gradient. It's the change in y over the change in x. It's the change in y over the change in x between those 2 points. Okay, so I would use these 2 points here to find the gradient. So it's a change in y, so you can say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Okay, so it's the y coordinate of the first point minus the y coordinate of the second point, -4 minus 8, over the x coordinate of the first point minus the x coordinate of the second point. So it's got -4 minus 8 over -1 minus 3. That gives you -12 over -4, which gives you +3. Negative divided by negative is positive. So the gradient is 3, and it goes to the point 3,8. So we can now use the form that they gave us, y equals mx plus c. We know that m is 3, we calculated it, and we know a point on the line is 3,8. So this is our x coordinate, this is our y coordinate. So we can now substitute these values into this formula, and the only thing that's missing is the c, which we can now calculate what it is, and then write it down in our equation. So we have 8 equals m, which is 3, times x, which is 3 plus c. So we have 8 equals 9 plus c. So that means 8 minus 9 equals c. So c is going to be minus 1. C is negative 1. So we can say y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to 3x plus minus 1, which is minus 1. So y equals 3x minus 1 is our equation of the straight line that passes through these 2 points. Okay, so there we have the answer to question 8a. And just to show you, if we had used minus 1, minus 4 instead, that we get the same answer. We have y equals mx plus c. So y is minus 4 equals m, which is 3 times minus 1 plus c. So you have minus 4 equals minus 3 plus c. So c is minus 4 plus 3, which gives you the same answer. C equals negative 1. So we get the same answer, c equals negative 1. So we have y equals 3x minus 1. Okay, so that concludes question 8a. I'm now going to go on to question